Hello my friends, welcome to the recap of week 12 for GMan 4F season 17. First of all, let's start with checking the overall table. What's the latest situation before the last games? And we see the Lizardman team almost, not technically, but probably they guaranteed to be the number one because 3 points difference with a big touchdown difference. I think we can say our leader is clear now in our division and they're going for the playoffs. Congratulations to the Oxester. He had a great season. Numbers are also showing he did very well this season. And best of luck for him in the playoffs. And second position is also guaranteed. Jojoshi's Necromantic team. They had a bad start to the season, otherwise they could have a much more better ending, in my opinion. And they are 4 points ahead of the third point. Congratulations to him also. And the last spot for the Challengers Cup is in a very big competition. Chaos, Human, Nurgle team, Ogre team, Wood Elves and Dark Elves. Technically, they can all have a shot. The touchdown difference is a bit rough for the other teams, but especially the 18-point teams, Nurgle and Ogres, can have a shot for the third Challengers Cup position. Best of luck to everybody. And after that, we have Skaven, Chaos Dwarves, Orcs, and Dwarves. These are actually strong teams in this kind of division style competitions, but we see them very down on the table. They didn't have a nice season, obviously. And 13 points are the Goblins. They are not the last. They almost also guaranteed to be not the last. 17 touchdown difference also. So congratulations to the Clinicals. He had some, I remember some double skull cases, triple skull case. You know, a few wins, several wins could bring him to much more better position. When you are unlucky with goblins, you generally end up in the last positions. That's very normal. And the last but the most fun team and coach in our division is Lurking. With Lurky, coached by Harvey, is the last with 6 points. No problem. He will have another season. And his team is, I'm not sure, getting better, I guess. He can do better, hopefully. Lessons are taken, most probably, and he will have a better season next time. Let's check our... Let's check our recap document. Let's start with the League of the Suffering. This week we got totally 37 points. Not bad. Not bad, not the great, but compared to the last week, not very good, but overall it's a good week. And the points are distributed too much. The maximum is taken by only by 8 points by Necromantic team. That's interesting. Let's mark here also. 8 points is the max this week. That's a very low number, but it shows the numbers are distributed well. Lizard team is at the top of the points table and at the bottom of the pain table, so it gives some idea. Also, they got some removal-wise, I think, good gains. Would have suffered too much, obviously, this season. Crazy removals, crazy losses, important players. And Nurgle team keeping the second position. Nurgle team started very nicely. I had big hopes from this Nurgle team, but Boronate then started to have some low numbers. I don't know. It's obviously cannot... I think number one spot is also guaranteed now. If there is no very huge event on these teams. Goblins maybe can make a jump. Anything possible. We will see, we will see. Obviously, these lizard orcs and dwarves have very nice season. Chaos Dwarfs had one bad week also. Yeah. And let's check the TV league. The TV top of the league is still Necromantics. They lost their position 1 week only, I think. Oh, 2 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks in a row, they lost their position to the Lizard Man team, but then they took it back and keeping it so far. We will see. We will see the end of the league. They started with 2130, now 2120. Will they be able to make more than that? Lizardman team obviously improved. Dwarf team improved. Dark Elves decreased slightly. High Elves, Orcs, Ogres, Skaven, Chaos decreased. Nurgle increased slightly. They started very bad, but Nurgle team skills are very solid. Their important players are leveled nicely. Chaos Dwarf, Human team, they are keeping their value. Goblins improved and Wood Elves obviously lost too much value. Overall, total TV almost the same, only 20 points less, and average parallelly decreased 1 point. Okay, congratulations everybody. I am hoping a nice finish here, especially at the table of pain. Let's make 100 points here. Okay, let's kill, remove, maim, do everything you can do. Fall, surf, and let's make a good final week. And I think now we can continue with the results. And the first match of the week between Skaven and Ogres. And it's a 3-1 win for the Skaven. It's not a surprising result when you compare the two races, but their positions on the table were, Skaven here plus 3 points, so they were 18 to 13. So Ogres were in a better condition. So it is a bad result, unfortunately, for the Ogres on the Stunty race, especially Stunty Championship in REBBL. Stunty competition. And let's check what happened inside, if we can make some guesses from the numbers. And 37 blocks and 24 armor breaks achieved by the Ogres. They suffered 26 armor breaks. 9 KOs suffered and 2 casts suffered. They got 1 kill, the Skaven team. Skaven team looks like also made fouls. Both sides got some expulsion. And casualties suffered from the Ogres is 4 and KOs is 5. Let's check. It would be very nice which players are removed. If we could see not only injuries, also the KO'd ones, but so far from this look, I can see the injuries were all Noblars, and KOs, of course, can make a big difference in the game. Oh, REBBL was on the field. He's a nice ball carrier. The problem is his strength 2. On the other side, there are some good ball, not very good ball sackers actually. There is no leap. Agility 5 can dive inside the cages with wrestle, but no strip ball. So REBBL looks like a nice choice in this situation. But looks like maybe he didn't survive too long. I don't know. Make a touchdown. 1 touchdown is from an Ogre. And he got a level up. We will see what he got. 2 casts from this Ogre with block and pylon, as you can expect. I think closer to the 51. 2 nobler economical losses. Not a big deal. I think they got some money. I mean, maybe they don't have enough money. We will see. Because they bought recently an ogre and they need the 5th ogre. So probably they need money, yeah. And on the Skaven side, we see 2 casualties from this mighty blow. Claw didn't do anything. Looks like he couldn't make a removal on the ogres. I'm guessing, of course. Gutter runner got 1 cast. Another gutter runner got 1 cast. 5 SPP with 1 touchdowns each. 2 completion from this agility 5 gutter runner. Probably he made some long pass for a fast touchdown. Yeah, that's very nice result for the Skaven. And the new gutter runner got a level up. So 4 gutter runners, 2 blitzers. So far, I think they got some injuries. It doesn't show here. We will check from the team table. And when we are talking about this, let's check the level ups. Barack Obama. The gutter runner got a sidestep. Okay. Blodge guard sidestep, always nice. Not Dave. He got the piling on. Also nice. He needs a claw, of course. You will see. Nothing special so far. And the new gutter runner, Ultra Dave. And Ultra Dave gets the block. Another standard choice. Nice, nice. And for the ogres, the Neve ogre with 8 SPP in 1 game. Plus MVP. He got the level up. That's fantastic. That's a fantastic progress for the ogres. Let's see Sir Kenneth Arthur Dode. What a nice name. He got the block. Oh my god, that's great. Congratulations, Andy. Andy on. GC. Very nice. New addition to the team, I guess. And gets a block. 8 SPP in 1 game. That's a very nice progress. Very nice progress. Fantastic. I think that's a win. That's a win already for the ogres. Congrats. And let's continue with the next match. Humans versus High Elves. Human team were at higher position in the table last week, but High Elf team got the win and catch them and pass them. Their touchdown difference is the same. I don't know how they make this difference, but currently on this table it shows High Elves are higher position. Actually, they are almost the same, I guess. And there is one more match, so no need to check in detail what is the different thing between 2 teams. So both teams are 20 now after this match. That's a very critical win from the High Elves. They are racing for the last spot for the Challengers Cup, for the 3rd spot in the division. Bermuda Tankards, the human team, got a level up after this match. He made a completion. He made a completion to get the 16th SPP, and there is an annoying injury on the High Elf team. Roach lineman is niggled. That sucks. That always hurts. Probably should keep him still. Wrestle and dodge is very useful for the team. And when we check the removals, suffered armor breaks is not too much in this match. 8 to 11. Both sides. Chaos suffered is same, but the High Elves suffered too much. 3 removals to 3 casualties, sorry. And human team suffered on nothing. No casualty. Casualties come from Ogre and Mighty Blow Blitzer and the normal other Blood Blitzer. Here there is also a Mighty Blow player, so couldn't have any SPP. Should be annoying for the high elves, but they managed to get the win. Congratulations. That's very nice. Of course, we don't know the critical dices in the game. Anything we maybe, you know, in Blood Bowl, sometimes you're running for a touchdown, you roll a double skull, then your opponent makes a touchdown from end to end. This kind of things happen. So it's hard to comment about from the result, but you know, you need to say something. Congratulations to the high elves. They got 2 touchdowns from the fast catcher. He's running for the legend skill. If he can roll some stat, it can be wonderful. We will see. And the human team gets a level up tattoo covered. Let's check. Tattoo covered. Gets a tackle. Very nice, very nice. Block, guard, and tackle. Nicely developed. So this win from the high elves make the situation very complex here. Otherwise, the human team could be at 23 points, and it would be over. It would be over for the league, for the last Challengers Cup. This win from the high elves make the competition very nice for till to 17 points. Probably not very possible for the Dark Elves because of the touchdown difference, but Wood Elves can manage it, can manage to do it. And Ogres and Nurgles can make it with the points difference, so anything possible. If they got a draw, if Nurgle got a win, nice win, they can still pass. Yeah, it will be interesting to see the last week, the matches related to these teams. You'll see. And our next match is between Troy Tempest versus T Colts Wood Elves. Wood Elves lost against Dwarves. First of all, let's check the number of armor breaks suffered from the Wood Elves. 23, and only 3 from the Dwarves. 5 casualties suffered from Wood Elves, and casualties suffered is 3-2. Actually, that's very close. That's very close. 2 linemen dead. One is a loner. One has dodge. That sucks. An elf with dodge is mostly a very nice player, especially when you're not playing against heavily tackled teams. 2 completions from the thrower, and he gets a level up. Later we will check what is the level up. Striped all. And 1 casualty from 3-man, block 3-man. Yeah, I think that's fair. And a War Dancer. War Dancers, you know, always they have 1 secret mighty blow inside. And the casualties came from a blocker with piling on and another blocker with mighty blow. Diving tackle dauntless. Yeah, that's a nice win for the Dwarves. Dwarves trying to climb from the last positions in the division. That win obviously helped a lot. They were in the same points with the Goblins. And that's an unexpected loss for the Wood Elves when you check the table. But the Wood Elves team is really broken. Really broken. This season they suffered too much. Their team is still not very bad when we check it. Their War Dancers, you know, very good players. There is a very fast catcher with plus movement. Thrower is strong arm and accurate, can manage very long passes. And you know, they are elves, they can do anything with a block 3-man. Actually, this team has a potential to develop to a better situation, but they need a nice season. They need a nice season. We will see. The thrower gets accurate, by the way. Stripe all. After strong arm, so he is throwing much more better now. He's making 4+ passes. 2+ now. Very nice. Okay, congratulations to the Dwarves. There is no level up on the dwarves, right? So nothing to check. All right, all right. And there is a bad injury on the dwarves, by the way. It is minus movement, isn't it? On the runner. That's a bad situation. Yeah, minus movement on a runner. That's really bad. That's really bad. That's horrible. Maybe it's time to sack this runner and develop this blitzer as a ball carrier. Next level up should be a sure hands for him, if not a special stat up. And this blitzer can be your ball carrier. You don't need another runner, I think. If you want to keep your TV lean, no blood, I think you can invest on this blitzer to be a better ball carrier and a ball sacker on your defense as a sweeper. Yeah, it is bad, but not terrible. And it's time to sack this runner. Probably I would do that. And our next match is between the Lizards. The Lizards guaranteed to be the number one after this win against Orcs 2-0. Orcs are also a little low points, only 12 points. The Lizards have reached to 27 points after this match. Number of blocks is more for the Lizards. Number of armor breaks is 9 to 9. Chaos suffered is more on the Orcs. This can cause some effect on the game. Numbers are always very important. Of course, we don't know when this chaos happened or whether they return back or not, but obviously this chaos can cause some important situations in the match. The Varagul Chewer was on the field for the Orcs in this match as a star player. He's a nice star player with block, mighty blow. There are many mighty blows on the Orc team. They are looking for their next level up to reach for the block. If they can complete their progress, this team will be a very, very dangerous team. The troll got a block. Very nice. Maybe they need a DP lineman. They can also consider to keep a goblin for some turn 6, turn 8 or turn 16 throw teammate plays. You know, nothing to lose. Can always try. And the thrower can bring the ball pretty nicely with plus movement, sure hands. He cannot pass, of course, for that purpose. But yeah. And when we check this Lizards, and no level up on the Orcs, right? Yeah. On the Lizards, we see also a no level up. This team is really very well developed. All Sauruses got a level up. Crocscore got a block. There are nice kings. Maybe some of them bloaty, especially this one. Okay. It's a great season for the Lizards. Congratulations to Oxaster. And we can continue with the next match. Jojishi versus Albicon's Chaos Dwarfs. Necromantic team is really started to get the wins, but they suffered an important minus armor injury on a very nice flesh column. That really sucks. That's very bad for the flesh column here. That's very annoying to see, but it's Blood Bowl, it happens. Apart from that, the team is not very, very healthy actually. It doesn't show here. We need to see the team roster. There is a level up on a zombie and nothing else. On the Chaos Dwarf team, there is no level up also, but there are some improvements. 2 players made casualties. Nobla was on the field, but he got injured. I don't know how fast it happened, but and Chaos suffered 3 to 5, and Casualties suffered more on the Necromantic team, 2 to 1. Necromantic team made fouls, looks like. One player is expelled from the field. Yeah, that's an expected win for the Necromantic team, obviously, but that's an unfortunate loss for the Necromantic team. You need to keep this player still, but it will cause some trouble to you probably in some situations. When we check the Necromantic team roster, yeah, this Flesh Golem will be out for the next match. Ghoul has a nickel, minus movement on a white, minus armor on another werewolf. Yeah, that sucks. And didn't take the new level up, the Metal Ladyboy. DP or block or wrestle, maybe, we will see. And after this win, Necromantic team, by the way, guaranteed their second place position, so they will play in the Challengers Cup if they want to play. Congratulations. And let's continue with our next match, Chaos versus Nurgle. I was expecting a Nurgle win here, honestly. Let's check if I am. Yeah, I expected a 1-0 win, but ended as a 2-0 win, and they gave extra points to the Hellenic. That's not nice. That's not nice. So, when we check the match report, 62 blocks, 10 more blocks from the Nurgle team. Yeah, it is not also nice to compare directly from number of blocks, because sometimes, you know, the snowball effect, when you lose players very early, your opponent takes much more advantage about taking extra blocks. So we are just comparing the numbers. It doesn't make too much sense, honestly. Chaos suffered is more on Nurgle's side, but Casualties suffered more from the Chaos team. Yeah, probably this is more hurting. There's another niggled player on the Chaos team. 4 warriors, they all got their level ups. An SPP on a high value warrior already. Probably he would be very happy to get the MVP on this new warrior. Ball carrier made a completion and trying to reach 76. Yeah. And on the Nurgle team, that's a nice cast and nice MVP, getting closer to 31. Hoping for another claw. Another cast from a no mighty blow Nurgle warrior. And 2 touchdowns and 1 casualty from the ball carrier Pestigore. That's a great performance this week. Congratulations to the Boronite for the win. And on the table, Nurgle team is continuing their climb. Let's see if they can have a shot on the 3rd position next week. It's gonna be interesting to see. Especially the fixtures, we need to check which team is playing who. So that can give some idea also about the final week. No level ups in both teams, yeah. Then we can continue with our last match. And lastly played also last night, Dark Elves versus Goblins. Close number of blocks. When you check the number of armor breaks suffered from the Dark Elves, it is 14 and 9 on the Goblins. The problem is we don't know how many fouls were inside this 14, so it is not very surprising, honestly. 5 chaos suffered from the goblins and 6 casualties suffered on the dark elf side. That's very nice. 4 expulsions on the goblin side. And the match was in dark elf's stadium, so no altar. This injury hurts. It's a block sidestep tackle. I think this is the second niggle on this player, if I remember correctly. So that's becoming an interesting player. Maybe it's time to replace him, because he is really very vulnerable now. And the casualties came for the Witch Elf. Is going for the legend skill, and the Mighty Blow Blitzer got only 1 removal. Maybe he had some other chaos, but only 1 removal. Yeah, that's not very great performance. Probably he hit with the Mighty Blow mostly, and trying to get his tackle most likely after 31. MVP on a kick blodge lineman. And on the goblin side, Reaper got 2 casualties. Reaper, Bomber Dribble Snot played in this match against Dark Elves. Troll got 1 casualty and trying to reach his first level up and nothing else. MVP went to a nice goblin. That's nice. 1 more SPP and we can see something nice, maybe another double or a stat increase. It can really help. And we are looking for another level up here, maybe a sprint to make the run better after landing for the 1-turn touchdown. No level ups on both sides, if I am correct. Yeah. Alright, we finished checking the results. Let's check how was the predictions also after we checked the results. This week, Hellenic got really very close to me on the overall score, and he didn't guess for the first week, so obviously he is the leader now. 1 point behind me with 1 less week, you know. If you consider like 15-20 points per week, he is already ahead of me. War Demon is ahead of me, obviously. Very nice job, my friends. And this week, especially 24 points for Hellenic, that's very nice. I think above average. 20 points should be, I think, an average we expect to get from a week. Harvey and Andy on very low points, Ward even slightly better, and me slightly better also. Congratulations to the Hellenic for this week. Very nice week. Obviously the leader of the week and the leader of the overall competition. And let's continue with the predictions after this. We can fill the last week table one by one. Alright, first match for the week 13 is between Orcs and GMan team. There is no big importance for this match, so I think both teams needs to try to be safe, try to give less hits, try to improve their players. So I'm giving a 1-1 draw for this match. Yeah, and the second match is between Chaos Dwarfs versus Wood Elves. Alright, and Chaos Dwarf versus Wood Elves, another match with slightly importance for the Wood Elves. If they got the win, they have a shot. They have a shot on the 3rd position, so Wood Elves will try to get the win, but the Wood Elf team has a very bad situation at the moment. And the TVs looks very close to each other. I'm not sure what is the plan of the key called for the next season, if they will continue to play, but Chaos Dwarf team obviously needs to improve their team. I think the Chaos Dwarf team will get the win this week. They got a better, focus, I think, momentum at the moment, and I'm expecting a win for the Chaos Dwarf team as at 2-1. Next match is between Boronate and High House Dreamland Gaming. This is an important match for the week. When you check the overall table, Nurgle team, if they get the win, that's a very good chance for the Nurgles. This is a real match. Real result really matters too much. If Nurgle got the win, they pass the High House. So if High House got the win, and if there is a draw, so I think Wood Elves have no shot then. Sorry. So these teams, one of them will get a point. If it is a draw or win, High House pass 20 points, so 17 points has no shot. If they got no wins, no points, Nurgle will get a win. So, and 17 points cannot reach. So technically it is over for the 17-point team. So Wood Elves really and Dark Elves have no target this week. No good reason to push for the win. So I think this match, especially let's check the teams, especially for this matchup. 130 extra money to spend, and this Nurgle team can really cause trouble for the High Elves. High Elf team, Mighty Blow maybe can do some job, the Fast Catcher can do some job, but making a handoff, making passes in disturbing presence will be troublesome. I'm expecting a win for the Nurgle team here. And it's a 1-0. I think they will stop the High Elves and they will score one touchdown. Let's see what happens. It's a really maybe the match of the week. We will see. It really matters too much. It will affect the situation for the week. And the next match is between Goblins and Ogres. Goblin team and Ogre team. Ogre team is still in the competition. If Ogre team gets the win, they have a shot. So they have a shot. If they got the win, they will make 21. If High Elves get the draw, the touchdown difference is always better for the High Elves. If High Elves lose, then Nurgle team will get the win, and this touchdown difference will make a change. This is closer at least. They have a shot, but low shot. We will see. It's a small chance, but there's possibility. And this is a very fun matchup to watch. If you could have a chance, that would be very nice to see. The situations in the match. The TV difference is 320, and it's the Goblin Stadium. Ogres can also buy some secret weapon players if they want with cheaper value, and they have the 6th Ogre for this match. They have the money. They can invest some money in this match. Yeah, we will see. I think in this kind of matches, this blocks really can help too much for the Ogre team. I'm giving a win for the Goblin team in this match. Yeah. They can really recover the ball with a Wizard and Agility 5 pretty easily. And even if they cannot get the ball on an Ogre, Goblin team can just go in and hit the ball with the blotch, agility 5. So on the paper, I think Goblin team looks better here. So I will give a 1-0 win or 2-1 win. 2-0 win for the Goblins. Yeah. Next match, Dark Elves versus Humans. This is another important match for Division. 17 point has no chance, as we know. So Human team has a shot. If they get the win, they will wait and see the result of the other match between High Elves and Nurgles. That's a good chance for the Human team because 3rd and 5th is playing each other. I think. If they get the win, they have a solid shot on the 3rd position, and it will be a very nice result for a Human team, finishing in top 3. And in this match, I'm expecting a win for the Human team. Yeah. They lost some important players in this match. And Human team has a removal potential. They will hit with Mighty Blow. They got some level ups. Their ball carrier is nice. It's not very easy. We can see a Wizard probably also. So I will give a win for the Human team here as a 2-1 win for the Human team. Next match, Chaos versus Dwarf. Let's see if Claw can work against the Dwarves in this match. This Dwarf team really developed. After this removal, this injury, maybe their team value can be better if they can focus as a ball carrier on the Blitzer. Other blockers are very well developed. Troll Slayers are improving. And the Chaos team, one warrior is out. That's gonna be rough for them. 2 Claw Mighty Blows. They will have some shots, but how long they can hit? 250 difference. We will see some inducements for the Chaos. But too many guards. I think they will lock. They will lock the Chaos team. Guards and stand firm. That's gonna be rough for the Chaos. In this match, I'm expecting a draw. A 1-1 draw. Last match is playing against the number 1 and number 2. It doesn't make a change, honestly. But I'm expecting a loss for the Lizard team in this match. The touchdown difference is very big. It needs to be -3 here, +3 here. A 3-0 win for the Necromantic team can maybe do some things. I don't know the other things to check in the same point situation, but that's an interesting match. I didn't notice this coming. So yeah, let's see. I think Necromantic will win this match. One Flesh Golem is out. That's a big problem, by the way. Yeah. And TV is lower for the Necromantic team because of that Flesh Golem. MNG because of minus armor. So Imperatore obviously can do some things in this match. It's hard to call, but let's say it's a draw. After this Flesh Golem case, I think it is fair to say it's a draw, 1-1. Alright, finish the predictions. Don't forget to put your guesses here. And last recap, we can check. And we can think about how to manage this minus weeks. Maybe we can add some average of that person to the missing weeks. We can adjust some way. And preseason guesses about the positions, we will also check this table. It's gonna be fun. I guessed Chaos Dwarf number 1. Oh my god. War Demon guessed the Goblins 12. That's gonna be nice for War Demon. Nurgle team 8, 9. Ogres all failed. Skaven team, my guess was too high. Without too high. I think I have a very bad score here. Lizard team. I expected a 14. I don't know why. I think their previous seasons were bad, maybe. I checked their records. That's very interesting. Anyway, we will see. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to put your predictions and give me some feedbacks if you want to give here. And about season also, you can write your feedbacks about your ideas. How was it? So we can comment, we can talk about it. Thank you very much again. See you next time. Bye bye.